Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build 2 model kits and hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Baer Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, the Tier 2 blue emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi or use other people's emotes, or if you want to be a lurker, go ahead and lurk. It is a Monday night. I am here to build model kits. As far as I can tell, my delay seems to be pretty high here. I'm going to refresh the stream manager, and maybe that'll catch up a little bit. Ghost Valve is here. Hello, Ghost Valve. Lashbrook is here. Hello, Lashbrook. Welcome. Happy to have you here, friends. But yeah, Aristophan is here. Hello, Aristophan. But it does appear that, let me see. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 isn't bad at all. Okay, our delay is not as bad. Now that I refresh the page, I can see that our delay isn't as bad as I thought. I just don't want to be asking a question and then I'm like waiting and it's like a long delay and then you get a response. You know what I mean? You get it. I hope you're all doing well. The plan, we got the Deathscythe Hell. We got our Deathscythe Hell high grade 2023. We got to finish that kit. We're going to finish it. Then we're going to work on a lady. We're going to build a lady. For the third time, as far as I can remember, my memory's not the greatest. It's pretty good. But it's not the greatest. So I know we did Android 18. And I know we did Bulma with her motorcycle. But we've done 2 different Bulmas because we also did teeny tiny Bulma on a very teeny tiny Goku on a motorcycle. But I think that's it. I don't think there has been another lady other than 18 and Bulma. I don't think. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure we've only built 2 ladies before. So this will be our 3rd lady, Suletta Mercury from Witch from Mercury, the figurized kit. We're going to build that. Oh boy, that kit, y'all, I didn't realize until I unboxed it today. That kit has stickers, water slide decals, and embroidered decals. Hey, Lord Crashington, what's the name that they use for this? I gotta look this up again. What do they call this goddamn thing? Engraving stickers, not embroidered stickers, engraving stickers, which are like they're like stickers, but you have to cut them out and then there's a film that you have to remove on top. So it's layered like a water slide, but doesn't require water, but it's not a dry transfer where you're rubbing it on. It's a new thing that to me, and it's for like the parts of her uniform. And that's a lot. That's just a lot. There's a lot going on. Girl's got 3 faces. We got to build 3 faces for Suletta. There's a lot going on in this kit. And there's a Haru there too, which is just cute. So that's, we're not ready for that yet because we still have to finish our Deathscythe. Because this Deathscythe, as you saw the photo, or me holding it up, it needs wings. It doesn't have wings, and it desperately needs some wings and things. So we got to give this friend some wings here. So let's, I don't know, without further ado, I'm going to retweet my, sorry. I'm going to say retweet because I don't remember the other term for X. X has a new term for when you're posting, and it's not retweet, and I don't remember what it is, but I guess I would have to do it. But I right now, I'm not gonna use the term they want me to, and of course we're gonna get into it. Where's my Where's my latest tweet? I gotta retweet my tweet. There we go. Retweet it. Exit. Yeah. Oh, it's Zeet. That's right. Zeet. ZXEET. Zeet. I think that's what it is. Oh, who the fuck cares? Just say Twitter. You say tweet. I think they busted the thing. This is fine. No one's gonna call it that. It's Twitter. It's fine. They broke the only thing that wasn't broken. He found the thing that wasn't broken. which is the name, because it has value. That when you're on other social media sites, and that's been for years now. When you're on other social media sites, you think about, you don't say post, you in your head think tweet. It became a word. Like, it became a thing. Like, obviously tweet was already a word, but it joined the lexicon. It became a thing. It got a new meaning. It became a brand, like Googling something. Who cares about brand recognition? I know, right? Like, oh boy. It's always a good idea to do major rebranding your service with temporary art and a host of issues because you're doing it at the spur of the moment. So here's the thing, right? It's not spur of the moment, and we're gonna get into this. So, Lord Crashington, it's actually a pattern of behavior. It's incredible because when I say, oh well, so a thing that you have to recognize about our boy here is that he, well, one, he's just foolish, but our old man here, a thing you need to recognize is that he doesn't give up on things. Even if everyone in the world tells him to give up on a thing, he won't. And that's somewhat admirable, but mostly it's just pig-headed. I'm gonna weave you a tale. Let's weave a tale. I have several sources for this on Mr. Elon Musk. The year is 1995. He has been given some money from the family, which he will later deny receiving money from his family and deny where it came from, but he knows. He knows. He and his younger brother start a company called Zip2, which is not a good name, but Zip2 is a software company. They're helping newspapers develop online city guides. That's a fine enough business. Okay, great. Well, so he gets bought out by Compaq. Compaq Computer Corp buys out Zip2. So now he's got money that is, even though the founding of the company is tied directly to his family, this is his money. This is his big acquisition money. He lived the dream. He started up a company. He sold that company. He gets a bunch of money. Hello, rah-rah, except FMV games, yes. So he has a bunch of money, right? Because of that. It's time to start. What do you do with that money, right? You invest it in another company. And it should be, the way things go, it should be a worse idea than your previous one. Because you already sold an okay idea. Why not get in on a dumb idea? And that's X.com. 1999, X.com. It is, at the time, a fairly interesting idea. It is a fintech venture, so it is technology finance. They're working towards payment services, not being a bank, but transferring money online. Well, they're not the only ones doing it, because there's another company called Confinity and X.com, both bad names. But Confinity has a board of three CEOs, and the idea is when they merge together, Elon will become the CEO, because the guy who should be the CEO is busy with other projects, but he's put in a good working there. Now, he's a piece of shit, Peter Thiel. He sucks. We don't like Peter Thiel. But Peter Thiel also doesn't like Elon Musk. So, got to at least acknowledge the guy doesn't, he also doesn't like Elon. Because Elon doesn't like the name PayPal. PayPal is not a name that he thinks makes sense and works, even though it's being adopted. And you can see on eBay where PayPal thrives and becomes a third-party tool that a lot of people use because it's better than money orders. People are starting to say, oh, I'll PayPal you. I'll PayPal you what you owe. It's become part of the lexicon. It's become a brand. And Elon is like, well, no. PayPal is for commerce, and it's a payment company. I don't want to run a payment company. I've got ideas, okay? And now that Thiel is stepped away, Musk is now going to expand, and you can't do it with the name PayPal, of course. But PayPal owns X.com. So let's rebrand to X PayPal. Let's throw an X in the logo, and eventually we'll just get rid of the PayPal part, and it'll just be X. Yes, this is 1999 we're talking about here. Into 2000s. Okay, I gotta get sticker 13. So he's doing all of this. People within the company, the people that were placed in the company at the behest of Peter, are like, this is a terrible idea. Sellers on eBay, as I said, are already saying, PayPal me the money. They're already using it. It's already got immense recognition. And market research shows, hey, guess what? X makes people think of pornography. And they don't want to tie their banking infrastructure, because that's what his big dream is, to a company that reminds them of pornography. Now, they're nerds for thinking that. They're dweebs and nerds. But it's the studies have shown for them anyway. Dirty just resubbed for 47 months. Thank you so much, Dirty. Appreciate that very much. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote in the chat. Thank Dirty for that. I gotta put a sticker on. I'm putting some stickers on here, so we gotta do that. And everyone's like, this is terrible. And guess what, friends? I mentioned how eBay, how sellers on eBay were saying PayPal a lot. eBay was realizing that there was money to be had on the table, because why is PayPal making that money? The processing money. Why are they making that money when eBay can make that money? eBay wants to buy PayPal. And one thing that's getting in their way is they don't like Elon Musk and his dumb ideas to rebrand PayPal, a name that people trust and are using. And like, part of it that works really well for them is, even if eBay buys it, people won't really notice or care, because it'll be easier to use PayPal, and they won't even think about the fact that they're just using a way, they're just giving eBay more money for doing the same amount of work on their end. So Thiel comes back into the company, and basically Musk gets moved out of it, right? Musk gets booted out from the position. Now, part of him getting booted out is a huge payout. He gets a lot of fucking money for getting kicked out of that place, which makes sense, right? Also, they have to refer to him as a founder of PayPal. Now, he's a founder of X.com, which merged with Confinity, which became PayPal. He's not a PayPal founder, but they have to refer to him as one. He is now a PayPal founder. That's the rule. So we have all that. He gets a bunch of money from the buyout. Also, not only did he get paid off, he got the buyout. That's where he gets his first billion. Comes from that. Or hundreds of millions of dollars. He doesn't become a billionaire off that, but he gets hundreds of millions of dollars. He buys into other things, none of which he created. And then in 2017, he buys back the website domain X.com from PayPal. Now, one of the reasons why in 1999 he seemed to not want to let go the idea of it was because he didn't own X.com when he made X.com. When he designed the company around the idea, someone else owned X.com, and he spent a lot of fucking money on X.com. He spent $1 million in the late 90s, $1 million. That's a lot of money to get X.com, and then no one liked it. And he's been sulking about it. And then in 2017, he bought it because why would PayPal want X.com? There's no reason for them to want that website. So they didn't want it, so they sold it to him. And now, in 2023, he's rebranding X Corp instead of Twitter. And, he privatized it. And he is changing Twitter to X. The idea is that it will be a thing for all people and business. He's going to finally make X.com the terrible business idea that he tried to make it in 1999. Because that's the only idea he's ever had. Every other idea has been him investing in other people and other products, Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter. These are all purchases. These are not revolutions started by the man. X.com, for worse, not better, for worse, is his baby. And he is going to throw away brand recognition, visibility, trust in a product, just to push this idea. The idea that you would do banking through anything that Elon Musk has his hands in is in 2023 is absurd. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's real dumb. Every part of it is stupid. Should say, part of this rebrand, which they, he announced over the weekend is now happening, is, to borrow a phrase, internet cure-alls, cure none. Yes, cure nothing, yeah. I say it's spur of the moment because the site still has Twitter all over it and the myriad of things about this new platform, like not being able to take down the sign because they didn't get... I'm going to explain that, Lord Crash did. That's not what it... The original reporting on that was wrong. The follow-up reporting on it is even better than the original reporting, which did apparently get it wrong. But I'll come to that in a second. Not being able to trade back the new name because Microsoft always has it. And also, that's inaccurate. I'll get into all that. We'll start with the first one. They took down the Twitter sign. They left up ER because the police showed up. The police didn't show up because of, we didn't get a permit for this. They had a permit. The people they hired to take down the sign wouldn't have done it without a permit, right? Because they're not getting in trouble with the city of San Francisco because they know they need to have permits, right? There was a permit. The reason the police came was because the building didn't know it was happening. They didn't tell the building they were taking the sign down, or security of the building that they were taking the sign down. So when the police who did arrive showed up, they were like, hey, what is this? And then they were like, we have the paperwork. Now you're like, why wouldn't they tell the building of that and schedule it? Well, one, because the building might say, don't do that on a Monday. And two, because they owe the building a lot of fucking money. So they don't want to talk to the building. They don't want to talk to the management. They don't want to talk to security. They want to just do whatever the fuck they want because they don't have money. So that's that. So it's not that thing. So it wasn't spur of the moment. It wasn't that like, oh shit, we didn't get permits for this. It was, oh yeah, we didn't tell them. We're just going to do it. They're renters who are making huge changes without telling anyone. Apparently that sign has also there's been some conflict about that sign previously. So the crane left and now there's just ER left there because basically that everything got weird. And once the people doing the work found out that the building didn't know they were doing it, they were like, oh yeah, we're going to go. Now, the trademark thing is all of the trademarks for X have nothing to do with banking or finance. Microsoft has a trademark for X in relation to online multiplayer and chat rooms. Another company has X in regards to something else. None of the trademarks that are filed for the letter X have anything to do with online banking or social media. Meta owns X, but not in a way that applies to Twitter. So, also, if you told me that this has been the plan for the past year, and they also didn't follow up on any of that stuff, I also believe you. Because remember, as I said, in 1999, he was like, let's rebrand PayPal to X.com. And everyone was like, don't. And he was like, we're gonna. And they took a huge payout and removing him from the company to stop it. So now he's surrounded by sycophants. There's nobody at Twitter with any power to tell him don't do this. So they're doing this, even if they don't have the information for it, even if they don't have the back end for it, even if the art feels piecemeal and placeholder. None of that matters to Elon Musk because X.com is the future. It's the new town hall. He's broken the previous town hall and he's making a new town hall. So to him, all of this makes sense and none of it's rushed. This is all part of the plan. It's just his plan sucks shit. He's never even heard of 3D chess. He's not playing it. He's just a dumb person with money. He created one company, two companies in his life. And that's it. And that's a lot of companies, don't get me wrong. That's one company that got bought by a large corporation at the time, Compaq, and another company that merged, and then he got ousted before it could be sold, but because he had shares in PayPal, he still got paid. Yes, we're suffering the fall of the longest running publicly performed tantrum. Yes, all of this is bad. None of it is good. And I'm not here to say that Twitter was awesome, because it wasn't awesome. But it was useful to some people at some times in our lives. It was occasionally pretty okay at doing things like communicating with people, getting work. I said, the changes to the one of the real sad things is the changes to DMs hurts independent wrestlers and artists and sex workers and lots of different people who use Twitter as a place to advertise their business and sell their works. And it's a rough time for those folks. Because the death of Twitter is and the fact that there is not an easy replacement to it means that people are going to be decentralized. And while a lot of people are very excited about being decentralized, not everybody's excited about that. Which is why people want there to be a replacement. Which is why people would go to a website run by dumbasses like Blue Sky. Blue Sky is just not going to be a great company. It's not going to be run well. It's not going to do anything right. It's not the solution. Mastodon isn't the solution. Threads isn't the solution. Co-host is the solution to Tumblr. It's not the Twitter solution. It's a lot of bad spots. But anyway, this is nothing new. Again, this is an ongoing thing. This is just him finally realizing his terrible dream of X.com. And it is a complete lack of faith in the thing that he purchased, that he clearly didn't want to purchase. Because if he had any faith in the product,
he would just, like, he didn't have to do anything, right? Here's what he had to do, right? He had to deal with the debt. A lot of the debt is because he bought it. Twitter inherited a lot of debt on his behalf so that he could purchase it, right? So it was always going to be in trouble, right? Like, it was never going to, like, just be fine if he hadn't done anything. The thing that Elon Musk had to do was convince advertisers that it was at least not bad that he ran the company, that he owned the company. He needed to convince advertisers that, hey, I'm here. I tweet a lot. I got a lot of followers. People are going to be psyched about Twitter. We're making it happen. We're doing everything. But the things you like about Twitter aren't going anywhere. That's what he had to say. And he didn't do that. He's done everything that wasn't that. The idea that I need to sign up for an Instagram account to get a Threads account is dumb. Yes. Threads is a place for brands to talk to one another and for people you haven't thought about in 15 years to dead name you. That's Threads. That's Threads. Because that's fine. I'm not saying you specifically have a dead name. I am saying if you do have one, you are being referred to as that on Threads right now. So, whoops. That's a tight piece. That just popped right out instead of just, I thought that was just going to float right in, and instead it said, nope, I'm going to fall away. You thought this is a polycap. No, this is hard plastic. You're going to have to really put a lot of pressure on this, Pat. You're going to have to put so much pressure on this, you're going to think you did it wrong. So you're going to double check to make sure you didn't do it wrong. No, you didn't do it wrong. So now you just got to really get in there, Pat, and see if you did. Now you're thinking, Pat, did you do this wrong? You might have. Okay, so this goes like this. Yeah, all right. Turns out I was doing it wrong. That's why it didn't want to work, because I was doing it wrong. All right. This takes a little bit of gray marker, and we are done with one of our wings/shields. We are almost done with this kit. And then it just pops in right there. Cool, cool, cool. Hell yeah. There it goes. These go on so much easier than the master grade, not master grade, the 1/100 high grade of this, which is not a great kit. This goes on so much better. There's never been a master grade of the Deathscythe Hell, but there, of course, has been a high grade 1/100 in the weird time when they were doing that. So anyway, that's all that. There is some good news out there, friends. We can say some good news. So in talking about the strike, we've chatted about that on here. We're very positive. We're pro-strike. We're happy to see action for the Writers Guild and also the actors. Now, there are community funds that are started. The artist community funds. Those are places that you can donate that take care of people. They're doing spots for guild members to show up to get food if they need it. They're helping with rent. They're trying to take care of the folks that were maybe not doing well before the strike started. That are members, right? Now, there's a separate fund that is not directly. That is part of SAG-AFTRA, but it is not exactly SAG-AFTRA. The SAG-AFTRA Foundation is closely tied with SAG-AFTRA, but it is a foundation to help support members of SAG-AFTRA. So it's focusing on actors, but it is not directly tied to, like, they're not like Fran Drescher's not in charge of the foundation, right? Even though she is president of SAG-AFTRA at the moment. So, basically, the foundation president, they've been working on trying to help with people's rent and doing some funds. You can make some requests there to help. They go another way to help people with financial and medical costs. But just like, hey, if you're a member and you're in trouble, they're gonna try to help you out, right? And they get donations, right? They get a lot of donations for people to make that happen, right? It takes a village. It's going to be a little less hard for them to raise funds right now because The Rock gave them a bunch of money. Dwayne The Rock Johnson made a donation to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. Let me see if I can find that number. Of course, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a member of SAG. He is an SAG-AFTRA. He is an actor. He is technically right now on strike. And after that letter went out, he was just like, yeah, all right. What we got to do? And like, hey, you know who is pretty psyched to hear from Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Courtney B. Vance, who is the president of the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. He is just very fucking excited. Like, yeah, he's doing his thing. He's got a lot of ideas, but it's like, well, The Rock wants to give me money, so that sounds great. He gets it. Yes. Once again, as is his tradition, there is a restaurant where you can go and say show your guild card, and Drew Carey picks up the tab. There is a restaurant where you can just go for lunch, and Drew Carey is paying for it. And he did that at the previous strike, writer's strike, and he does it again. Yes, Drew Carey picks up the tab at a restaurant. There are some other people that do that in some other places as well, but he does that. So yeah. I don't think they've said exactly how much money, but they quoted it as being historic. A quote unquote historic thing. So basically, the biggest single donation they've ever had came from Dwayne. And now, if you're thinking, Pat, that's fucking rad. Like, don't get me wrong, that's rad. Is this Dwayne The Rock Johnson trying to overcome the bad press that he got for not only a bad movie, like the biggest bad movie he's ever done, but also how coming out of it, people were just like, what the fuck's going on with this dude? The answer is probably, but also sure. You know what? Like, is this enough that there will be a lot of people out there who will, like, the next time he does something, they'll just be like, oh, The Rock's putting out another movie? I guess I'll see it. I don't know. He did donate. He donated a lot of money when people needed it. So yeah, all right. Yeah, The Rock, okay. Like, you know what? Sure. He could do a lot worse. Jack Black was on the picket lines today, which is cool. That's fun and cool. Jack out there, high profile. One of the most high profile people to be out there in LA. Safety is a concern for a lot of people. So, but that is cool. You can't miss Jack Black. Yeah. Yeah, it's, it's not all good. It's not all roses here. Because a reminder, and this is the thing that occasionally comes up, and I do have to stress this about the strike here, is negotiations are not ongoing. You'd be like to think like, oh, well, they're working on it, right? No. They have not talked to the writers since the strike. They have not talked to the actors since the strike. They are waiting it out. As far as I know, the only studio, because here's the thing, right? The studios are bargaining collectively, right? They don't have to. They don't have to do it. Each studio has the right to individually negotiate with the Writers Guild of America, Directors Guild, and of course, with SAG-AFTRA. And they did not do this with the writers, but SAG-AFTRA has successfully negotiated with A24. A24 has come to terms with them so they can continue to film the works that they already had started. They have not. They have not negotiated with WGA, so they cannot have writers on set, but they can film the stuff that is already, well, works that have already been written, which is kind of weird and kind of cool. And every every studio has the option to do that. And that happened in the writer's strike. Some studios started to negotiate and make deals, which pushed others further along. Now, they've held their ground this time, but it will most likely not be the studios coming to the table and negotiating. It will be a company looking at their bottom line and going, let's make a deal. And it might be that they go to the Screen Actors Guild first and negotiate with them. Because, like I said, they have the projects that they've now stopped filming on. So they would probably like to get those filmed again or getting back up again. So it's a whole thing. Let's see. Yeah. And the SAG-AFTRA Foundation Emergency Assistance, again, that fund is separate. It is different to the community fund, but it will help in different ways. So both are helpful. All right, this is the last sticker we have from here. We are almost done with this. We'll apply some stickers, put some pieces together, get some stuff going. Basically, we are covering up the white on one side with black stickers. And they do a pretty good job. They're not perfect, but it does what it needs to do. You're not going to see this side of it unless you flip up, but you'll see it if you flip them up. But yeah, it's working. Today, with the help of Remy, is sometimes in the chat. Remy, hello out there if you're watching the VOD later. With the assistance of Remy and John, who is sometimes Chili John is sometimes in here in the chat, or Jay Lessica is sometimes here in the chat. With some assistance for the two of them, I figured out a cool thing with YTDLP, YouTube downloader. YouTube downloader. It's good for stuff besides YouTube. And because my brain, I understand the concept of all right, I can get in command lines and I can type stuff out and I can figure out what I need to do and I can kind of get the sense of what I need to do there. Because it's basically just you have the address of a video file and you want to download it. YouTube's pretty straightforward to do that. Shocking that Twitter's changes of late caused the one I use to stop working. Yeah. So there are sites that I'll be I would really love to download these videos because, I pay a subscription service to stream the videos. I don't pay to watch them. I don't pay to watch them on my own. That's not part of our agreement. But it would be more convenient. Let's say, for instance, I belong to a subscription service, right? And there are some videos that play on that subscription service. And I like to stream those to a Discord so that other people who I think are cool as hell can also watch the thing that I'm watching. Now, should we have a watch party where each individual person is using their own individual subscription and we all watch at the same time? Yes. Do I do that? No. I've started to notice, though, that my upload is not particularly great in the sense that Angry Mob Steve, we are talking about some crimes here. Yeah, we're breaking terms of service. We are definitely breaking some terms of service here. So I do this, right, and I'm starting to notice, sometimes I'm not getting a good enough buffer, and the video's timing out. And part of that is probably my internet. Some of that is Discord. A lot of that is my internet. Discord is not a perfect system. And in fact, it's not great at all. But I was like, this would be a lot easier if I just had the source file on my computer and I wasn't streaming it out. I was streaming from a local copy out. So I wasn't pulling things down just to send it out and then watching it and watching the stream copy as well. It would be a lot easier if I could do that. So I was trying to figure out how to do that. And I got some assistance again. Shout outs to Remy and John for assisting me there, and I figured it out. I did run into to an issue, which is the way that this particular website, which I won't say the name of, has multiple language tracks on it, and so I had to figure that out, and that was weird. I had to do I basically had to like do a different thing and get ID numbers, and it's like an extra step. If they don't do multi-language tracks on a video, it's easy. If they do different multi-tracks, it's more difficult. I also, a couple weeks ago, learned how to set up a batch file for, I'm just using it for YouTube videos, but I can make a text file with a bunch of links and then just start the batch, and then it will just pull all of those, and that's fucking awesome, because then I can just walk away instead of doing that. For this particular purpose, I could do that, it'd be more difficult, so I might as well just do what I'm currently doing. Definitely have had Discord hang up on my PC while trying to stream from it. Yes, I've had that a couple times here where I've had to restart Discord, but in restarting it, it acted like I hadn't restarted Discord. That was a weird one. It's been a wonky time. The other day, or just yesterday, John was talking about how he was on his iPad and a couple things got muted and he couldn't unmute them in iPad. He had to go to his computer and open Discord and then unmute some things. And it was one of those you're just like, that's not right. Been thinking about putting the Onion YouTube channel just to be safe. Okay, yeah. Got a few coveted channels. Old YouTube uploads are shockingly tiny. Yes, old YouTube stuff is pretty lightweight. They had the restrictions they had on what you could upload, or the file size and stuff, means it's pretty easy to pull some archives down. Yeah, I've definitely done some playlists and batch files and stuff that I wanted, and I've had some pretty good luck with that. But this thing today just made me happy because I got it done. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're just like, wait, this thing that was annoying, like, yeah, I got some help doing it, but I did it. The next thing that I'm looking at is, hey, what if I want to pull something that has subtitles off a website, not YouTube? What about another website that I pay a subscription for that has videos with subtitles in it? What if I want that from a particular website that, as far as I can tell, really doesn't like YouTube YTDLP? So I'm investigating that now. I'm not going to say for sure that that's going to be something that I end up doing, but I'm investigating it right now. We'll just kind of leave it at that. I'm like trying to see what's up. But yeah, right now, this one particular website that I often use that has videos, and I'm not watching it live. It's a different thing, right? I'm not talking about, oh, I'm watching this thing live and I'm also sending out the live signal to a Discord. I do that. This won't solve that problem. This is, hey, this video went up overnight. We all got together at a time to watch it. I have a local copy of this shit, and it's just going to be a much smoother process. I can always have the high definition, the best version. It will only be what I'm uploading could have some problems, but there won't be any glitches in that. It'll just be that side. It just removes a whole obstacle that we had before that was giving me a little bit of problems, and I'm very excited about that. And sometimes it's just nice to be like, wait, I did the thing. Holy shit, I did the thing that I wanted to do. It's just cool. I don't know. I was psyched to do the dang thing. All right. We are now body complete. We are kit complete on the Deathscythe hell. We're going to take 2 photos. We're going to take armor closed or wings closed, and then we'll do open with weapons. So we'll do that first here. See here. Pop these open. And pop this there. So we'll take a couple photos of the Deathscythe hell for prosperity. Not prosperity. We'll take a couple photos here. This is going to join the back behind me. It's going to replace the Zoart. Hey, Zoart, thank you for your service. It's only been a couple streams, but Zoart Heavy, you're getting replaced. Because I want to have a Deathscythe. I don't have any Deathscythes here. I need Deathscythes to hang out. So we'll get a photo going here. Then we'll get ready to work on Suletta. Okay, there. All right. Deathscythe. Take off these parts here for a second. I could have done this in the other order. That would have made more sense. Because I'm going to want to display it with the scythe and these open, but yeah, whatever. There, and now we'll do the closed. It doesn't have a latch to close these. The 1/100 scale high grade has that latch, which is nice because otherwise you kind of have to just figure it out and bend it around because you want these to kind of be close together. We'll just kind of fudge it. I'm never going to display it like this, so this is the only time I'm going to take a photo like this, so it's okay. All right, let me get you. Yeah. All right. The Deathscythe is done, man. We're all set on our scythe, friends. That away. That away. Pushing these out of my way here. And then Suletta. There's Suletta hanging out. Suletta Mercury. Witch for Mercury. Working on the Figurized kit. And again, we've got water slide decals. We've got regular stickers. And we've got these damn things. Whatever they're called again. I forgot the name again already. That's fun for me. Engraving stickers. So we got engraving stickers, which will be the last thing that we'll use. We got regular stickers, and we got water slides. So the plan is, we got mouths we're going to use here. Whenever there's an overlap and the either or, we'll start with water slides, and then if we fuck up the water slide, we'll use the regular sticker. That's the plan, and going forward. We'll need this. We maybe need a spudger. We'll need the side tweezers. We need a cup of water. This is just a plastic cup that I cut along here. It's a disposable plastic cup that I cut down to make it easier. I've got, let's see, I've got myself some tips here for applying. Do I have, no, I'll just have to use dry. Okay, I have a tissue. Okay, I have a tissue if necessary as well. Great, we can use that. And our tools, various tools that we'll need. X-Acto blade and all that. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot going on here. We'll take a pause for the calls in a little bit, but let's see if there's anything that I want to say. Eddie Kingston won his third match in New Japan, which rules. Eddie is 2 wins, 1 losses in the G1 climax, which is very cool. We love that for Eddie. Hard-fought victory. His post-promo, he was talking like his jaw was fucked up. One would hope that his jaw is not fucked up, but we won't know. All right. So I got to put... So, if we were totally not confident in our work, we would just use this face. This face has eyes already, and it has a closed mouth. D face is the easiest, is our best option probably, is to just use that face. But we're going to do our best to actually use the stickers provided and do the work our damn selves. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to do it the way we want to do it, and not to take the easy shortcut, which is just to use this face here. But we're gonna have to make a bunch of fucking faces and figure it out. We got that face. That's there. Basically, it's just like, hey, choose your goddamn face. Choose which one you want to use, and then start putting all this shit together. Figure out your dang face. Again, we are working on a lady. This is a weird thing. This is the third time that I have worked on a lady. Worked on Bulma and 18 figurized kits. There might be another lady, but I don't think there is. I think every other anime thing like Naruto and Kamen Rider and yeah, I don't think Detective Conan. I just don't think that we've worked on. And of course, we've built our non-binary friend Kirby over there. But other than that, I don't know. Okay, so we got to build various faces here. This is a face is just the one we have to do there. Sorry, we have 3 faces we're building. So let's work on B face. B face is C2. All right. There's C2. And C face is C3. Angry says, I had Final Fantasy Cloud and Yusuke from your model kits from like 97 to 98. Couldn't find them when I was back home a few weeks ago, though. That's a bummer. I've never seen Yu Yu Hakusho action figure model kits. That would be rad. I'd do that. I had action figures of the boys that I imported. Had a little tiny Hiei that hung out on my desk. He was very small. A very small little man. Because that's Hiei. Hiei's a tiny boy. You did find Yusuke's foot. Okay, well there you go. So you got the foot. All right, so we got to turn these faces over. All right, so A10. A10 is okay. A10 is here. And that's A9 is the other one. So they weren't action figures, they just posed model kits. Yes, they're just posed model kits. Yeah, action figure model kits is kind of what we say for these. They have limited mobility. Some of them have no mobility, but you put them together. Some of them do have some in some posability. All right, so this is... So basically, we're going to put a sticker right here on this peg on the top there. And that's going to fit through the mouth, which, hey, sorry I'm going to show this to you, is a nightmare. This mouth is a nightmare because it doesn't have eyes. It just is, oh, that's awful. So we're going to turn that over so we don't have to look at it. This is not much better. Can turn that over so we don't have to look at it. But we got 2 faces here. We got angry face. This is eventually going to be an angry face. And we got not as angry of a face. So we got to put stickers on a little dot. And again, we're going to try doing water slide first. And then if water slides fuck up, we will do the other. So let's start with water slides here. All right, so we got to do 1 or 1. So we're going to take water slide 1. Which we do get 2 out. We do get 2 chances for water slide 1. It's even worse when you're making mouth bags for video game characters. Yeah. All right, so we're going to use our surface here. I'm going to do this off a little bit. You don't see it here, but it's fine. We're going to cut out this. Give a lot of room here. Cut out what we need. We cut out what we need. We're going to take our tweezers. These are jeweler's tweezers, if you're curious. I've talked about these on stream. I'll use the other ones just here. I have 3 sets. I keep 2 in this. The dead point ones and the bent ones. And there's the one that's even more bent, but I like these more. So what's the deal with these, right? Normal tweezers. You put pressure on them to keep things together. Jeweler's tweezers. You put pressure on them to open them up. So right now, our little friend here is connected. And I don't have to do anything. Now, when I want to release it, I got to open it up. That is awesome. Now, is that good for pieces of plastic? No. Is it fantastic for water slide decals? Yes, it is. This is unbelievably great for this particular project. So we are going to use some water here. We are going to wet our surface, which is just this little spot here. Just throw some water in there. Now, what I could do is I could use my other tweezers in order to hold this, and I might do that. Let's see if this is going to, if the resistance here is going to be too much. No, this will be fine. Great, so we're going to do that. You can also find the type by searching reverse action tweezers. Thank you, Throttle Bottom. Yeah, this case referred to these as jeweler's tweezers, so that's what the term I've been using. But reverse action tweezers. Okay, well, there you go. All right, so now we're going to dunk this in water here for a little while, not too long. It doesn't have to be that long. We're going to dunk it in some water, and what we're going to do is we are going to water slide. We are going to slide this off of the paper backing onto the surface we need to work on. Now, I am not, by any means, by any definition, an expert in this. Please, 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 please understand that I am doing my fucking best when it comes to this stuff. I am self-taught. I have limited understanding of how this all works. I'm just doing my goddamn best. So, all right. So we wetted this. We're gonna see. Yes. Okay. So using our blade, I'm going to get this. Now it's kind of water attached to our blade. I have a problem where I know way too many tools are called, and I have to buy them all. There you go. All right, so now we are going to slide this, and we're actually just going to use our finger here. Slide off. Great. And then we're going to take a dry, and we're going to try to line this up. And now, if we really fucked up, we could use a wet Q-tip here to slide it back where we need it. All right, that did not stick. That stuck to my thumb somehow. There we go. All right, so we're going to let that dry, and we are going to do the other one. We're going to take a pause for the calls in a moment or two. I wanted to get these on a little bit here first, but we will take a pause for the calls, talk ways you can support the channel, and do all that shenanigans. So then we need sticker 2 for smiley face, which is A9, and that's going to go in that one. So let's get sticker 2 out. But I want to get these done here, and then we'll move on, because we got all these goddamn eyes. And again, if we didn't want to do any of this, we could just pick this face, because it's already been done. And I really appreciate that that's an option. And we also could just do the regular stickers instead of the water slide, but there's so many of these goddamn water slides, we might as well have some fun with it. So now we're just going to take this and let this sit on its own. Put that there. That is for this face. And then we got this face here. Again, I'm trying to do it in a way where this won't slide off. So we are going to wet this here. And we will also get that a little wet there. That's good. Wet this. And then kind of get this close. And remember that we got to do okay. And okay. And now get this kind of where we need to be. Dry it off. And then we'll just let that sit and dry. And we can, while we're waiting, we can apply the first sticker, which is this one. And again, if this doesn't set or if it comes off, like it is, it's just coming off. All right, so that failed. That did not stick to this for some reason. I don't know why it didn't, but it didn't. So what we can do is we can just use the regular sticker. And what we'll do is we will put this in first, like that. This horror face. And then we will take one out of here, regular sticker. And then we'll just do that. Great. Now our scary face has that as a sticker mouth. And we will try to apply this face to this mouth and get a different vibe. All right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Great. So now one of these faces has a regular sticker, one of these has a water slide sticker. That works out just fine. Oh, I get a little nerve-wracking using X-Acto, or not X-Acto, using water slides. Little distracted on there. Okay. We've got some anime and some manga to talk about, but first things first, we got to take a pause for the cause. I got to give myself an opportunity to talk to you about ways you can support the channel if you weren't so inclined to do so. I got to drink some water at the end of that. I got to take meds, and then we'll get back into model kit building and hanging out. First and foremost, if you are currently a subscriber to the Baer Workshop, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, the Tier 2 Blue emote in the chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here, through cash money, or if you want to use your Prime Gaming token, if you have Amazon Prime, linked with your Twitch, you get that token. You can use it for anyone. It is now 1 month since I did, yeah, right, is because it's 24th, yeah. It is a month and a day since I did my last big stream, and so my numbers have dropped a little bit, which was expected, understanding. Right now I'm at 68 subscribers, which is still very good. Still below the threshold where we're trying to reach, so you could become a subscriber through Cash Money to that. You could gift a sub, join Bobby and Shot Point and Aristophan as a gift sub leaderboard. Bits and coins always appreciated. If you want to join Herald, you want to cheer a little bit, you could do that. Those are various ways through Twitch to support what I do here. Let's see. What else do we need to say? I have a Patreon. If you want to join that, if you want to do a different way of supporting what I do here, there's the $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for different tiers. Consider joining the Patreon. Patreon.com/PatBaer. I have a YouTube channel where I upload a bunch of different videos. I just put up a short from one of my previous Tuesday streams because someone clipped, and I was like, that's a funny clip. I'm going to edit it in YouTube, and Twitch's surprisingly good clip editor, and upload as a short. But I put YouTube videos up at youtube.com/PatBaer. Take a look at that. And you also could become a member there for just $2 a month. You get my Wednesday videos a day early, and the video that I'm going to be putting up tomorrow is very funny. I think it's pretty good, and I think you'll like it. Let's see. Those are all ways to support me financially on a monthly basis, but if you just want to do it once in a while, well, a direct donation is always appreciated at ko-fi.com/PatBaer, paypal.me/itspatbear, streamelements.com/PatBaer/tip. Those are ways to directly support. And everything that comes through, direct donations, YouTube, which includes AdSense, so watching my videos helps me, Patreon and Twitch, all goes into a fund. I buy model kits with that money. The kit that I am currently working on right now, Suletta. I had funds available thanks to your generosity, and I was like, I'm going to start building. I'm going to buy Suletta. the last kit that I just finished tonight on stream, the Deathscythe. I was able to pre-order that because of your generosity. So thank you all so much for that. Now, my $10 patrons voted that I should work on Suletta. And I've got other stuff that I could be working on in the future. But what if you want to say, no, Pat, don't do that. Instead, do exactly what I want you to build. Well, the easiest way for you to do that is to buy something from my Amazon wish list and make me build it. Because I'll make a dedicated YouTube video about the thing you purchase, and it'll jump the queue and become the next thing I build. We'll take a look over there. I've got Lego sets, inexpensive, all the way up to pretty expensive. I've got model kits, inexpensive kits, expensive kits, kits with free shipping, all kinds of different things that I would be thrilled to build if you wanted to purchase it for me to build. Some stuff from Witcher Mercury, some stuff for some older series. I added a Gundam Age kit that looks really fucking cool. A bunch of different stuff that I would be happy to put together. Stuff that fluctuates in prices, real grades, high grades, master grades, all kinds of different things. I would be happy to put those together. And again, they jump the queue and become the next thing I build because you were gracious enough to purchase it for me. And some gear at the bottom because sometimes it's just nice to have gear. If you want to support but you don't know what to buy, you just do that. I have a throne wish list. I have turned on surprise gifts. Non-pornographic surprise gifts. If you want to buy me something from Throne.com and I won't know what it... Like, I have a wish list on Throne.com, but you could also just buy something else if you wanted to. I don't know if you would ever do that, but you could. It's an option. I don't know why I turned that on, but I did. No one's ever bought anything from Throne. It's nice to have an alternative to Amazon, but no one's ever bought anything from there. Yeah, I know, right, Lord Crash? Look, I just didn't want anyone to buy me a dildo. I hope you understand. I just didn't want that. I just didn't want that. So hopefully that won't be the case, and I won't receive anything that gets through the filter or whatever. You can also go to USA Gundam Store, buy a gift card, get the gift card in your email, send me a whisper here on Twitch or a DM on Twitter while you can still fucking do that. You know, test the limits of Twitter. X. You could do that if you wanted to. I have a Discord if you want to support me for free. Join my Discord. It's full of lovely people. It's a good time. You'll like it over on the Discord. What else? Oh, I got a couple of video links for you to check out. Pat Baer's Anime Club. Maybe you want to know about the isekai that are out this season. I won't be talking about them in the anime section, so maybe you want to know what's going on with isekai. Well, I did the work for you by making a video about all the isekai that's out this season, so you could watch that video. Baerly Rehearsed. Do you like list sketches where someone just says funny things? This one is a character who is an actor, and he's telling you about the movies that he can't be in due to the strike, and he's listing all of them, and I think I did a pretty fucking funny job coming up with fake movie titles and also fake movie sequels. I thought I did pretty okay on that. I think back the number 4, The Future, is pretty all right. I'm going to talk about some manga and some anime. We'll start with the anime. We'll do the manga last. I'm here to say Baerly Rehearsed is once again sick. Thank you, Rara. The next one is a short one, but I think it's pretty good. You know what? Actually, let's start with the manga. While I have to put stickers on a kit, I can just kind of riff on the manga, and then I will talk about anime after that, where I have to refer to my notes because I watched one episode yesterday, and I don't remember everything about it. The Goof Cat just raided with a party of 8. Hell yeah, welcome Raiders. I'm about to drink some water and take 2 pills, and you could also drink some water right now. We're going to dramatically transition the overhead camera. If you're a conscious communicator, you'll be able to use the short runtime. Well, yes. So thank you for the raid. I'm going to dramatically transition the overhead camera. We're going to start working on Suletta, and I'm going to talk to you about some stuff that I've been watching and reading. Here we go. All right. Helpful. And now a little more water. Excellent. So we got the face that was pre-done. We've got our angry face, and we've got our happy face. Yes, right? I know. The dramatic, ominous music that I picked for the dramatic transition changed when I started taking meds at night. The night meds definitely changed it. It definitely changed the vibe. So I think I might change up my dramatic transition to a less dramatic transition now. Originally, it was not that. It was just like, oh, that's funny. Pat's going to drink a little water. Something needs to happen there. Oh, we'll play some music. Oh, the face. Oh, you meant the faces. The dramatic shift to this. I thought you meant the shot of me doing that. Oh, yeah. Then we just come back to some faces here. All right. So while I work on this face, I'm going to talk to you about some manga. It's Manga Monday, everybody. I decided to do this a while ago because I read a lot of manga and manhwa, some South Korean stuff. But I like talking about it. And also, I often don't have as much anime to chat about on a day than I would normally. So, okay, so this is so weird. It never actually tells me about the eye stickers, huh? Why doesn't it? That's so weird. It tells me to apply the mouth sticker, but it doesn't talk at all about the eye stickers that I have to put on. You'd think it would. And then we're going to build the rest of the head frame and stick those on. And I got to put stickers on the headband. That's weird. It's like they omitted that part. All right, yeah, that's weird that it just doesn't tell me how to assemble the eye stickers. We'll continue on. We do have to eventually put on some stickers here. We should do the face. We should get the face done because these are water slides. All right, so as I start approaching this part of the project here, I should talk a little bit about living a laid-back second life on the island of the strongest species. So this is, of course, a reincarnation isekai. A guy died by accident, and God was like, shit. What? I can send you to a different world. What would you like from that? Okay, so we have a lot of options of faces here for our B and C. I think we're going to go for intense, and then we're going to go for, I'm doing all right. We'll just go for the first options here. Are these separate? Each eye is its own separate thing. Okay. So, what was I saying there? Oh, yeah. So our dude is like, look, I don't need a lot. Here's what I would like. I would like to live a slow life because I worked too hard for not enough energy or effort. Too much effort went in, not enough payoff. So I'd like to live a slow life. And you know what? I kind of want to live alone. So could I go somewhere where there isn't a lot of people? And he's like, all right, well, what abilities do you want? And he's like, shit, I don't know. I'd like a healthy body that doesn't get hurt or sick that easily. And God's like, great. You know what? There's magic in that world. I got you on this one. I know exactly where I'm going to put you. And here's the thing I'll do. I'll make it so you can also, if you see someone do magic, you can instantly learn how to copy that magic. And our guy's like, all right, I guess. I don't know. Sure. I don't need that, but I'll take it. So that's the plan. That's God's plan right there. Is he's going to do that. Now, this is we find out later, this is most likely the creation God. And our creation God, he's like, yeah. You're going to go to a place, there's not going to be anybody there, right? No other humans there. No other humans live there. Our dude appears on this island and almost immediately finds a human woman who has washed up on shore. So our God was like, well, another person doesn't live there. She just got trapped there. So there's already a loophole. And this island is not uninhabited. It is full of divine beasts and vampires and dragons, ancient dragons. And immediately, like, this, he finds this girl. She's a mage. She's one of the strongest mages in the world. He's like, cool. That sounds fun. Can't really tell you much about me. I got my secrets. And then they instantly meet this, like, wolf girl who's like an ancient wolf. And she's just like, hey, what's up? You get some food here? That's cool. And then, like, a dude shows up and he's just like, what's up with these humans hanging out on our land? What's going on here? Also mention, she, part of the way this is a slow life is because, like, this mage has, like, camping gear and all stuff. So, like, he's not roughing it at all, which I think is pretty funny. They make friends with these wolves. Also, you know what? When I said that he had a healthy body that doesn't get sick or hurt easily, the creation god gave him an incredibly strong body, stronger than divine beasts probably. He's instantly incredibly strong. And he learns magic, and he has more magic ability than the lady. But he's oops, I put this eyes on the wrong face. I put the angry eyes on the happy face. So I got to move these over. Friends, I fucked up. I'm going to just get this a little bit more here. All right, I fucked up this first eye real bad. It came apart. Did not work. So we are going to go to our next set of eyes. We will try it on this set. Can I mismatch those eyes? Yeah, I can mismatch those eyes if I wanted to. I will. I'll do that. So yeah, I already fucked up. That's why I'm happy there are multiple copies, because there are only water slide eyes. Again, if we totally fuck up everything, we can just use this eye here. Oh, and now I have an eye sticker on me, which is fun. If we totally fuck up, we can just use that. Also, it does come with extra eyebrows and closed eyes if we want to have the closed eyes option. This comes with a lot of fucking eyes. I guess I'll save them in case something happens, but anyway, a vampire showed up towards the end of this. Do I think that this manga is like kick-ass? Not really. Living a laid-back second life on an island of the strongest species is just kind of cute and easy. I do like that one of the divine beasts is a dude, because it doesn't make it instantly just like a harem of ladies showing up. Because I also neglected to mention the fact that there's an ancient dragon who is so strong that other dragons are scared to be around her, and she doesn't have any friends, but she makes friends with our dude pretty easily, because he can stand up to her. And she thinks they're going to get married. So there are 3 ladies, and there are 3 ladies and 1 dude hanging out, and that's it. Better odds than many other series. I don't think it's great. I think it is totally readable. It is totally enjoyable. Again, I got through 2 volumes of this. I'm having a pretty okay time with it. I don't think it's groundbreaking. I don't think it's great. But it is totally enjoyable. Okay. So now I need to, with my wet Q-tip, move this and get this eye kind of where I need it here. Come on. And we'll just dry that off. And hopefully that'll dry. We got 1 eye done. I think we're probably going to go with the angry face, but we can always use the other face that's in there. This kit just has so many fucking stickers right off the bat that I'm like trying not to stress about it. Lord Crashington wants me the dance button. I'll hit the dance button. Thank you, Lord Crashington. Thank you for using your channel points for the dance button. You know, this past Thursday, was my 6-year streaming anniversary, and we had a fun time. We had a fun stream, and I did something. I set something up for the stream. I set up a new channel point command, and no one has used it, and that's okay, because it's nothing great. It's just a sound effect that I'll play off of my stream deck in exchange for a ton of points. Way too many points. But a lot of you have a lot of points, so I was like, oh, I'll do this. And on Thursday, it'll be funny because a bunch of people will do it. And I didn't say anything, and I guess I fucking should have, but I didn't say anything. And no one used it, and that's okay. They don't have to. But I was like, aw, my new channel point commands. Because it was talked about how I should have expensive commands, and because I didn't have one. So now I do. And I was like, no one wants to use my expensive command? That's okay. You don't have to. It's a sound effect I've used before for free. I just thought it would be funny to use it. All right, so let's... You wet enough here? Are you a wet enough slide to come off here nice and easy? All right. All right, we're going to talk about anime in a second. I just want to get this eye on, and then we'll chat about some anime here. Absorb some of this water here. Oh no. Okay, so we got open mouth face with a lot of eyes here. That one's looking pretty good. We got. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about this mouth because we have way more stickers to build. Let's actually get some plastic together and get some of the head started here. So I haven't decided yet if we're going to use this one or if we'll use the one that we put together. I'd like to use the one that we put together because I think that's more fun, but I'm not saying we got to. Anyway, I got to talk to you about some anime. So let's do paste. Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. So much like the second episode, we are going to focus on characters that are not our main dude. If you have not been watching this series, the first episode is the best episode of any show this season, in my opinion, is the best starter. The premise is a zombie apocalypse happened, and our main guy, Akira, isn't too bothered about that shit because he had a dead end. He was considering suicide. He had a dead end job at a black company and no time for anything else in his life. He was burnt out. He didn't have time to even look for something new. He didn't make enough money to support himself to just quit. And he was in a bad place. And so the incoming apocalypse is not a deal breaker for him. And he decides, like, well, who knows how long I'll survive. I'm going to make a bucket list, and I'm going to try to, cut things off that bucket list and see what goes on. So we cut away from Akira. We don't even see Akira at the beginning of the scene. We see Sho, S-H-O-U, Sho. Sho is he is a host of a club. He works in the entertainment district. And he's a survivor. He's one of the survivors. He's a new survivor that we just met. There's a young lady. He's making some promises to this young lady. Okay, so his plan is survival. He's got a bunch of survivors at the club, which is called Club Showtime. Get it? It's Showtime. So he's like, yeah, we're going to survive here. We're all going to work together, and we're going to make this happen. And he's got a bunch of survivors together, but Showtime is being attacked by by some zombies. It would be very funny if this zombie survival show in episode 3 was like, also there are vampires, but no. So they're dealing with zombies. Meanwhile, our boy Akira is trying to grow a beard. He literally crosses it off his bucket list, but he has really not grown a beard. it didn't really work, and he's just kind of fucking lying to himself about that. But whatever, we'll let him do it. So he crosses that off, being like, "Damn, dude, I did it. I grew a beard." So how does this come together? This gotta come together like this, man. Yeah, all right. These instructions leave a little bit to be desired, I'll just say. Oh, and then also A7 needs to plug in before I do that. Oh, let me see what A7 is. A7 is hair. I would describe this kit as maybe the instructions could be a little bit more clear. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with this. That's A3 goes in like that. And then A7. Do not cut, yeah. Was that A7? Oh, maybe it wasn't A7. Oh, that was A2. Great. Okay. A7 is this little piece of hair. Okay. So our boy Akira is like, great, grew my hair out, and he starts like, he notices like, he starts thinking about his friend Kencho. We learn later, Kencho, they knew each other growing up. They would get together early, and Kencho would always brag about his job. He was doing really well at a real estate company, and was always, and it was kind of annoying because our guy was stuck. And then our boy Akira, like, lost the ability to really communicate with him because he just got so busy. Like, he has all these unread notifications because he was so busy before, and now he has time to go look at them. But hey, some of these notifications are recent. Kencho is still alive. Holy shit. So now Akira's like, I'm going to go find him. Now, it turns out Kencho is at Club Showtime. And Akira calls him and he's like, I'm on my way. And he's like, don't, there are zombies here. And because like, why are you so laid back about this? But Akira's like, no, I got you. I'm coming. Just hang out. I'll be there soon. They're fighting. Sho almost dies, but then doesn't because Akira accidentally sets off a car alarm, which pulls away some of the zombies. So this is inadvertent. This is part of the thing where our dude here, our laid back dude, occasionally just does the right thing, kind of accidentally out of nowhere. And then the zombies are about to kill Cho again. They're distracted. Kencho escapes and runs into Akira, and they get up on the roof. But the zombies are after them, and they go to jump into another rooftop. And Kencho's like, I have to be honest with you. I never liked my job. I hated it. I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I never wanted to do this. And he's like, well, live your dream. We'll figure this out. We'll survive. And he's like, use this determination to help you jump. And for whatever reason, Kencho's clothes come off as he jumps because this is a weird comedy series that's beautifully animated. Yeah, and his clothes just come off, and we don't know why. And then they have a conversation while they're naked and kind of camp out on the top of this roof for the night. We expect Sho to survive. We don't know if we're going to see him again. The girl from the second episode, we didn't see this episode. I don't know if she's going to be around. I have been led to believe that Kencho is a active member of this series, and we will see him a lot more throughout the course of it. I have not decided if that is a good or a bad thing. But yeah, he's fine. Okay, so we've got our shocked, somewhat angry face. This is like shocked face. We've got our shocked face here. And then we just have the one that it came with all done, where it's just like kind of sad face. I think we're going to go with shocked face, because I think shocked face is very funny. All right, now we're gonna build her hair here. So we got lots of hair, we got lots of spiky parts. Not Dragon Ball spiky, because that always was painful to assemble, but still Pretty spiky. So that's a Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. I would say I really loved the first episode. I liked the second episode. This third episode I thought was fine. Not my favorite. Not the best show that I've watched this season. Um, I hopefully Kencho is on board to be a weirdo, because I think this show would really suffer if he's there to be a wet blanket to stop our guy from doing dumb shit, because that seems to be my favorite part of it is like, and then they do something really dumb. Like that seems to be the part that I like the most. So hopefully, hopefully he's just gonna be a pal and be on board for shenanigans, because I think it'll be if he's a wet blanket, that's gonna be a real bummer on the pacing of the show. And then I want to tell you about Sweet Reincarnation. Sweet Reincarnation, if you haven't been watching it, this is a series about a famous pastry chef who died and got reincarnated. I said we were going to talk about an isekai in anime. I lied. I forgot about this show. So he died, and then he has been reincarnated, and he's like, great, now I'll be able to continue my dreams in this fantasy world. But that's not to be the case, because he is the son of a local lord, and there's always going to be shenanigans, and he's not going to have much opportunity to bake and make pastries. He's had some opportunity, but not many, because there were things afoot, and they had a whole bandit attack, and now people know that, much like the manga I was talking about, our boy can copy magic. He can copy people's magic, which is an incredible skill that they're going to try to keep secret for as long as possible, because people are going to want to take advantage of our boy Pastry. So his father, Casserole, he's short on money for repairs following the bandit invasion. And with his sister, Josephine, why his sister does not have a food name, I don't know, but she doesn't have one. She's almost old enough to be wed, to go to the marriage route. So Pastry has an idea. Nobles arrange marriages for their children, travel extensively so their children can meet potential spouses. That's how it works around here. All right, how do I get this hair right? Sorry. I got to get her cowlick just right. Her swoosh. Her swoosh does not want to go in properly. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing the swoosh properly. It's not going the way I want it to. It's not going right. Okay, I gotta put this on so I can put her hair on. There it is. That's not right either. There it goes. That was actually very annoying, but it's done now. Oh, I forgot to do stickers. I got to do some stickers on here. Anyway, okay, so as travel is expensive, Pastry suggests replacing that. He's like, I can replicate images, and we can just send photos out, and that'll save us a ton of money, because the money you've been saving for that, we can just do it this way, which is a revolutionary idea. And these matchmaking pictures can be sent back and forth, and you could just have a catalog, and it's a way to just instantly rule things out. And that way, people, you just have messengers do it. It makes a lot of sense. It's one of those newfangled ideas. Casserole and Pastry visit a countess who is a shrewd politician. This is the person who the bandits came from her area, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna there's a kid here. I'm gonna show you how rich I am and how wealthy I am by serving these kids these pastries. They'll never believe it." But of course, our guy is a pastry chef, so he's just like, he's unimpressed. And then he's the one that's like, "Hey, so about these bandits you didn't fucking deal with, what's up with that?" Um, and then he catches her in some lies and manipulates her because he's a little kid, but so people are underestimating him, but he is also an adult in a kid's body, so he's not playing fair by any stretch. Okay, let's get the rest of our front hair done, and then we'll get that hair done, and then we can get the get that hair done, and then we can do the ponytail, which also had stickers. This kit has a lot of stickers. If you don't like stickers, then maybe the Suletta figure is not the one for you. Because you could do the face that doesn't have any stickers attached to it, but it is, there's a lot of other stickers that are going to be involved in here. So, all right, that's going to go like that. This is going to go. Anyway, Brioche gets, she ends up admitting responsibility, and she's going to pay compensation for the damage. And then she's like, "What was wrong with the biscuits? Like, where did I mess up?" But they were too sugary. And John, I don't love stickers. I'll say that. The stickers were, the pastry, the biscuits had too much sugar, and they weren't a good match for the tea. And then they hand him a photo of her, a replication photo, which is very accurate, and she's very excited about that. And then this powerful lady is like, "I'm going to keep an eye on this kid." And that's kind of where we leave off this episode. This was a fine episode of a little kid that has the brain of an adult, not taking shit from an adult who is trying to manipulate the family that he cares about, which is pretty fun. And then we also have the start of him using technology for his own gains. All right, so we got to wrap these stickers around here. This makes a lot of sense here. These, just got to wrap this here, roll into here the sticker, 5 and 6. This will be a lot easier than some of the other stuff that we've been doing here. This is just replicating ribbon, and that's totally fine. So that's what I have been watching as far as anime goes, and I'd love to hear from you, friends. Right now, we got some time left in the stream. What are you watching? What are you playing? What are you into right now? What's got you going? Have you checking anything out? You playing any video games? I've been watching a lot of wrestling lately. Catching up on some wrestling. Trying to catch up a little bit on the G1. I tried to watch all the stuff that was available for free because I currently don't have New Japan World. So there's some stuff I can't watch, but I've been trying to watch all the free stuff. I did watch all of the pay-per-view for Death Before Dishonor. Some of those matches were incredible. Some of those matches could have just been TV. Commander Sterling is wrestling Kid Bandit. That'll be a fun show. Yes, that UK promotion seems pretty neat. Seems like they got some good heart there. That's fun. Yeah, what are you watching? What are you playing right now? As I said, I'm watching a lot of wrestling. The Ring of Honor show I thought was pretty damn solid. There was some stuff that I was like, this doesn't need to be on this show. But there's plenty of other things that I was like, this is very cool. All right. Now that I look at this face, this is the face we worked really hard on. I hate it. I hate this face. We're not using it. We're going to pop this face off. It's a face off. We're popping this face off. We're putting on the face that it came with. It looks just way better. That face was just very frustrating to look at. It's just the O face, and I don't need it. Yeah, this looks a lot better. This is going to be a lot better for Kit because I didn't do it. So it looks way better. Lord Crash is watching Comey Can't Communicate on Netflix with a nice English dub. About 11 episodes. It's very nice. That's a fun show. I would say that show is better as a manga. It's cute. It's very cute, and the voices I think are good, especially in the sub. But there's so much going on that is non-verbal that the manga is really great. It's very dense because there's so much being communicated, and I don't think that the Japanese original pauses enough to let you soak in what's going on. Maybe it's better in the dub, but I hope it is. But yeah, I think I recommend the manga because the manga is very good. John is 1/3 of the way through Outlaw Star. That show is holding up okay. Slow going through FF16 a couple hours every few nights. Not really drawing me in. Okay, I've heard mixed things about 16. Oh God, there's so many fucking yes. This is all of the engraving stickers that have to go on that uniform. God, that's going to be a nightmare on Thursday stream. Yikes. We'll get a little bit of the body started, but I'm not going to do too much of it because there's a lot to do. But we'll get a little bit of this done. Let's see. Aristophan is playing Viewfinder, which is good Tribute Portal-like puzzle game. Not too difficult so far. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed... I don't think that's a game that I would pick up, but I've really enjoyed watching people play. I've watched a few different streamers play it and enjoyed it because I do think there's something really cool to it. Eventually, I probably would want to know what's going on fully there. But I have been enjoying it. When people are streaming it, I've enjoyed their streams. It's been fun. Let's see, and then A31. Let's just do that. Let's see, A31. The English dub. This is of Comey Can't Communicate. Does a decent job of having the narrator translating when Comey's trying to say what she's stressed out. Though it has a lot of Japanese text popping up on screen with no additional text to let me know what it's saying. Yeah. The subtitle does the subtitled version, the Japanese version, does a pretty good job of communicating what the text is that I'm not surprised is not part of the dub. The dub would probably definitely have a bunch of stuff that you would just have to kind of guess at context for. So that does not surprise me. That's a little frustrating, but it doesn't surprise me. All right, so these go in like this, and then they're going to twist out. They go like this, and then twist in. All right, gotcha. Go in and twist. Got to twist so we can get these arms working. And then we'll put this in here, and this goes... Yeah, it just sits there. Okay. All right. And then A15. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really playing much. I mean, I'm playing, Hearthstone every day. I have a good time in the old Hearthstone. Tomorrow's stream, it will be some gaming. Some gaming will be tomorrow, where I'm playing Pokemon Platinum Randomizer. You may remember in the last time I did this, I got lost and could not figure out how to get where I needed to go in Mount Moon. I now know where I need to go, and we're almost there. So we'll be able to fight outdoors in the snow and slowly make our way to defeating Team Galactic once and for all, and then we can go and get our 8th gym. I don't know if... I mean, if we get to the 8th gym, I don't know if we'll go and do on stream the Elite Four, but we've never done that on one of these, so I kind of would like to try. But at the very least, I would love to get 8 gym badges. So I don't know if we're going to get through that on tomorrow's stream, but that's the goal, is to, before we put this to bed, I at least want to get 8 gym badges. I assume it's all messages about some aspect of anxious thoughts being expressed since they seem to be most of the friends are dealing with. Yes, everybody is in a way in Comey Can't Communicate. It's not just Comey who is dealing with some stuff. Although some people are dealing with like capital H comedy ways, and some people are dealing with it in like fairly natural ways. But yeah, in some instances it's very light, and in some it is like kind of poignant, and they're taking their time with it. But there are other things that are happening to people that are just kind of a joke. They're just kind of there for jokes, and it's a little rough. And then some of those characters won't be dealing with anything because they won't be around at some point. Some of those characters will just fade into the fucking background. I think the only person not dealing with anxiety is the non-binary character. Yeah. They're just the butt of the joke. They're just the joke, unfortunately. There's like a couple characters in that are like, oh, well, we'll just be mean to you because you like that. And, oh, well, some of us are going to laugh about it, and then other people are going to make a whole lot of jokes about like what bathroom you use. But they're not making a joke. The joke is how uncomfortable they are with you. It's weird. And not Comey Can't Communicate would be an incredible series if most of the supporting cast were just not there. If it was just about like a nice dude who is trying his best to help out a very quiet, shy girl, I think that show would be way better. But it is like, no, we need to have all these other characters with their one sentence character arcs, and we're going to take them not very seriously. I don't know. There's a reason why I didn't finish Comey Can't Communicate, and it's not because I don't have Netflix. That's not the reason. Yeah, there's just a lot going on in there that I don't particularly love. All right, so we've got a headless. We just have the head of Suletta. We have an alternate face if we want to have that alternate face, and we've got upper body of Suletta, and that's weird. It's a weird place to leave off, but that's where we're leaving off tonight because we are gonna raid though. That is how we end every stream, is with a raid, because of course we were raided tonight by the Goof Cat. Thank you, the Goof Cat. And we've got to send that love forward. As John says so eloquently, we always end with a raid. And because she's back in town and streaming, we're going to go hang out with Mary Kish. I'm 99% sure that Mary's streaming right now. I'm going to go double check that, but I'm pretty sure that Mary's on the stream. And if Mary's streaming, we're going to go raid Mary because it's Monday. Wait, is Mary not fucking streaming? Oh no. I don't think she's not on my list. Let me show more. Oh no. Oh no, she is. She didn't show up on my list at first. Mary Kish is streaming. She's playing Dave the Diver. She didn't show up for some reason on my follow channel list because it's not in number order, which is annoying. But she's there. Great. She is streaming. Yeah. We're going to go raid Mary Kish because she's lovely. She's got a great community. Dave the Diver is a fun game. I hope she's having a great time with it. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. I hope you come back tomorrow for Pokemon Platinum Randomizer. It might be because she hasn't streamed for a while. You're right, Lord Christian. That might be what it is. Pokemon Platinum Randomizer happening tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're in Mount Moon. We're going to try to finish off Team Galactic, then maybe get our 8th gym badge. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you will have a great rest of your evening. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.